Well, hello again, Pride fans. Welcome to another edition of the WB Mason Coast Report right here at GoHofstra.com. Dan Salvarino with Joe Mihalich, head coach of the Hofstra Pride men's basketball team. Hofstra accepting a bid to the College Basketball Invitational to take on Vermont in the very first round. But, Coach, first let's go back to that CAA tournament. Now you had a week to digest it. Heartbreaking loss, obviously, to William & Mary. Overall, how did you feel about the team's performance that entire tournament?
Well, you mentioned it. Very, very devastating, the loss. But once you get to where you're dealing with that and breaking it down and accepting it, you can't be more proud of the team than we are of our team. We played like champions. I mean, we really did. We left it all out there. You ask your team every game to leave your heart and soul on the floor, and our guys did that. We had the #1 seed. We had a couple chances to beat them, and just couldn't quite finish the job off. But boy, our guys played their hearts and souls out and left it all out on the floor.
Well, there are a lot of positives you can take away from that weekend itself, but when you look at the bigs, they had some strong outings. Rokas Gustis, obviously Musa Kone, who's been very strong as of late. What did you like from those two in the big man role?
Yeah, you said it. I mean, they scored points, they got rebounds, they competed. It's an important position for us because everybody talks about us being such a perimeter team, and we are. We are a perimeter-oriented team. We are a guard-oriented team. But when we can get something out of Musa Kone and Rokas Gustis, then we're a pretty complete team.
Now, I know obviously you're seniors, you don't want them to go out that way. Did that help in the decision to make sure you got them a postseason berth here?
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I mean, it's, for Musa Kone and Dion Nesmith, it's a new life. For all of us, it's a new life. And, it's exciting. We're in the postseason. It's March. Like Pete Carroll used to always say, if it's March and you're practicing, that's a good thing. So we're getting ready to play, and there's a lot of teams that wish they were still playing in the tournament. So we're playing in the tournament, and we're really excited about it.
Now, you've played in these tournaments before. You've played in CBI, CITs. You've done this. What can you expect from a tournament like this that it would be good for your program going forward?
Well, the obvious things are you get more practices, you get more time with your team to get better. You get more games to play, which help you. And what can happen with a tournament like this is, if you have some success, it can really help you for the next year. A perfect case in point is Yale. Yale last year played in one of the postseason tournaments and went all the way to the championship game. And then this year they had the best year they've ever had. No, not ever, but since the 50s. They had one of the best years they've had since the 50s. So if you talk to the people at Yale, they'd say, why do we have such a good year this year? Because we went to a postseason tournament last year, had some success, and felt what it was like to play in a national tournament.
Well, something the CBI is experimenting with this year is a 30-second shot clock. How does that adjust to your team, and how do you think it's going to affect you guys?
It makes a difference. It makes a difference. We've been practicing with it, and it makes a difference. It's, what I worry about is, and not to get carried away here, but there's a lot of talk of shortening the shot clock because college basketball, we want people to score more points. What I worry about is losing the charm that is college basketball, and I don't want it to go to 24 seconds. I don't want it to be like the NBA. I think that's part of the problem with the NBA and people who dislike the NBA. It's that, right away the shot clock's over and somebody's playing one-on-one, or there's just a ball screen being set and somebody's just taking a quick shot. So I want to be careful with that, but I also understand how 35 seconds leads to not as much scoring, it's not as much fan excitement.
Well, fan excitement, you get to play at home. What is it going to be like to play at the MAC for this tournament?
Well, as I said to Moose and Dion yesterday, I said, we're not done on this floor. It's a great thing. We're not done on this floor. This is your home. It's been your home for 4 years. Of course, in Dion's case, too. But, it's where we've done so much, and it's great that we're still going to get a chance to play on this court. And I hope some people will come and enjoy it. It should be a great team. Vermont's a very, very good team. Should be a great night for college basketball, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Also look at the Catamounts because they were the #2 team in the America East. They fell in the semifinals to Stony Brook, who are also in the tournament, team you faced. So a tough team like this, obviously, they know how to play basketball, has some, all-conference players as well. What are you expecting from this squad?
Well, it's a very good team. Very good team. Very, very well coached. They have all the pieces. They have a great chemistry. There's a culture there of winning that they've had for the last decade, even more, back when Tom Brennan was coaching, and Coach Becker's kept it going. He does a great job. I really like their team. Obviously, I'm hoping they don't play well tomorrow night, but I really like their team. They're sneaky tough. They're very efficient, excellent defensive team. They're never out of position. It's going to be a real challenge for us. We're going to have to play really, really well just to have a chance to win.
Well, with a good defensive team like William & Mary was a couple of weeks ago, and you saw a couple of these good defensive teams, JMU, etc., how do you think that's going to translate into a game tomorrow?
Well, you know, as I say to the guys all the time, it's like when you're taking your final exam. If you didn't study all year long, you're going to fail your final exam. And we're prepared for this team, even though they do a lot of things, just like they're prepared for us. We've both played 30 plus games. And if you didn't work hard all year long, if you weren't prepared for a man offense, a zone offense, this action, that action, then you got no chance to win. But you know, just like Vermont, we'll both be prepared for each other, and it'll be a matter of, you know, the players making plays.
Well, it's going to take 5 wins to be able to win this entire CBI. It all starts in the first round tomorrow against the Vermont Catamounts. Catch all the action, of course, on GoHofstra.com, part of Pride Productions, or more importantly, come out to the MAC and support the guys. He's Joe Mihalich. I'm Dan Safarino. Catch you next week, Pride fans.